there's snow up here. I mean, pretty close.
Turn left onto Donner Pass Road.
Wow, what's going on here?
The face of this rock formed the north end of the fireplace, okay, of the Murphy cabin. General Stephen McKierney on June 27, 1847, buried under the middle of the cabin the bodies found in the vicinity. Following is a complete list of the members of the Donner Party who occupied the various cabins and tents. Wow.
That's interesting.
What was it saying? This was where?
This was
they buried him here?
Well, yeah, but and this was the rock that formed. That was the fireplace.
The north end.
Yeah, it was a fireplace.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
You get. I mean, look at here. You can almost see like where it was. I don't know. Maybe it's just a different rock.
It's been 100 years. Yeah. The Vicious rock formed the north end. Oh, the fireplace of the Murphy cabin. Oh.
I mean, look at all the Donners who perished.
Yeah.
But look at all the Donners who survived.
There you go. There's a lot to survive, John.
Yeah. Well, a party went ahead and then came back.
No.
No.
1847 even. In 1847, all these, you know.
This is the Donner Party thing.
Yeah, they didn't all.
Yeah, only the half died. The other half.
Some went ahead, and then they brought people with them that come back to help with food.
Look at some of them. You don't even know the last names. Antoine,
Yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah, they didn't want to be known for whatever reason.
They
It's
didn't
like
have a last.
well, it was a big fireplace they had at least. They needed it with all those people. Yeah, it's one big boulder right there.
Tablet placed by history. Native sense of the Golden West. Well, and
El Derome Bronze Foundry in 1919. I mean, that thing is made to survive.
Yeah.
The park,
They're
that's
really
a bit,
proud of their parking.
yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. Taxpayer money at work. Pay your parking too.
We actually just started a movie on
You
the
did?
history of the park. It's about 26 minutes and it's in that back room.
Okay, good. It's so much.
Check out the history.
And since pioneer times, a major route in California. Each day, thousands of cars and trucks speed across the Sierra on a 6-lane interstate, following the smooth pavement westward as it drops downward into the fertile Sacramento Valley, or eastward towards the desolate Nevada desert. When winter storms blanket the Sierra, powerful plows toss aside the snow, clearing the dark ribbons of pavement over the mountains. Such storms are only a temporary inconvenience for modern travelers, and many will pause to enjoy the snowy view of Donner Lake and the surrounding peaks.
There's a great picture.
At the east end of the lake, standing among the pine trees, is a large statue commemorating a different group of travelers who came in time before the freeway, when only a rutted wagon road crossed Donner Pass, when no snowplows disturbed the winter silence. Before gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill, tales of California's sunny climate and bountiful farmland had filtered back to the east. The promise of adventure was enough to lure some into believing they'd find their future in California. It was a chance for a new start, away from the bitter cold winters of the Midwest, the malaria chaos of the eastern United States. The hope and dream for a better, easier life was all some of them had, in the influence of blistering desert, rough roads, and steep mountain slopes. There would only be Fort Laramie or Fort Bridger along the way to obtain limited goods at high prices. With such a long journey ahead of them, the pioneers' small canvas-top wagons were crammed with items necessary for life in the trail. Barrels of flour, salt, sugar, and coffee were some of the staples, bouncing along next to cooking pots, extra wagon gear, and their furniture. The immigrants also took along those things which would make civilized life possible in California. They brought farming tools, stoves, paper goods, writing tools, books, spinning wheels, and bolts of cloth, plus cherished mementos from homes and families they would probably never see again. Most of the wagons were pulled by oxen. These slow, plodding beasts were sturdier and cheaper than horses, and if rations ran low, an ox represented food to sustain life. As lines of heavily laden wagons creaked westward over the prairies, companies grouped and regrouped. Although the settlers of 1846 could follow the crudely built immigrant trail, knowledge of the route was limited. Few of them knew exactly what to expect. They were farmers and merchants with few qualifications for frontier life. George Donner and his brother Jacob were in their 60s, old to be uprooting their families, older still to be facing the hardships of an overland journey. In spite of the odds against them, their spirits responded to the westward call, and in April of 1846, they joined the stream of people bound for California.
But don't let this letter dishearten anybody. Never take no cutoffs and hurry along as fast as you can.
Because they were late for the weather. Kid had wisdom.
Never take no cutoffs. Yeah.
And take no cutoff. Don't listen to that.
So where was Dutch Flats? That's where we stopped for gas a couple times.
Right here.
Yeah. All Dutch people up there, still to this day.
Yeah. Oops. We're,
Yeah, maybe we were all around these trails.
right here.
Well, it's an amazing story, and you know, people got split up and all kind of things, and many stayed behind. And then when many rescue parties tried to come, but then they heard men shouting. They said, "Are you men from California? Or are you from heaven?"
Here it is, but build it.
Right.
You know, that far down.
There's a pretty amazing quote. "No one knows the strength of kindred love till it is tried." Now, what are you saying, Pat? The snow here now today gets like way
Up to where their feet are.
way up there,
Yeah, pretty good.
like 30 foot of snow.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. That's a lot of snow. 42 perished, most of them starvation and exposure. So 42 from the 90.
Okay, they got in the snow problem because they wanted to get here faster. And there was a guy by the name of Hastings down on the other side of Nevada by Fallon, I think, maybe a little bit further, even towards Utah, and it's called the Hastings Cutoff. And so he sold passes to have people, you know, have a shortcut, and this was actually the shortcut.
Over this.
Some went that way and some took the other way.
But it's called the Hastings.
That's where he made the choice.
That's what he went, and they took that to get here.
So Mr. Hastings.
But it wasn't a shortcut. It was a long cut.
It was a long cut and a half for some, you know.
Right.
But yeah, so this is Donner Pass, but then there's Jeffrey Donner, right?
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
It's kind of totally weird.
Yeah, with the cannibalism and all.
That is a twist of fate right there.
Yeah. So
wild.
Yeah, this is wild.
Nowadays.
In 1961, I mean, they have like all these plaques, like from all different years, has been designated a registered National Historical Landmark. So it was from 1918.
1918.
Yeah, look, right there's a picture of them right there, same exact statue.
They're building it right here.
And man, they don't build. I mean, that's amazing. Looks like brand new. The top of the statue.
They say that this will always be above the snow line.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think it was though.
There was one year where, wow.
Oh, the base? Really?
No.
Oh, up here. Yeah, that base. Yeah. I thought you were telling me. I didn't see those guys up there. I gotta take a picture.
I mean,
I took this here.
Look at the fellas there and all that, you know.
Yeah.
There's some native-looking people in there, and then you got the military.